I decided to do a lunchtime stream and do a little review of this very nice horror anthology series called Night Gallery with Rod Serling, who's no longer with us. Okay. So this is an episode called Hungry Eyes. Did I say lunch? We're gonna have lunch. Yeah. Okay. And I did a recent video where I talked about um, some things. You're doing, Vladimir. Let's have an American lunch, shall we? A quick American lunch. You know what I mean? You know? Sometimes you just want something just quick. You don't have to go cooking all the time. Give me a second. So what we're going to do here, and this is something that's a classic American lunch, you know? Something you need to slap together, you know? You know? Put a plate down there. I had some very good breakfast, but you want to slap something together. This is classic American lunch. It's called PB&J. So we're going to get some bread. Now, you know, I always like to get wheat bread over the bleached bread. I like the wheat. So we're doing well here. So we're going to get some bread. Got a sandwich. We got a bread. See? I always like to get the wheat over the white. I've always been a wheat fan because in America, white bread is bleached. I find that kind of appealing. I hope they regulate that shit soon. All right. Thank you, Vladimir. Yeah, it's literally bleached wheat. Yeah. It's because there's no. Before RFK Jr. there was no regulation on food, and we're still working on getting greater regulations on food additives and stuff like that here in America. There's a lot of stuff in our food that's not good for us. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, it's bleach, Vladimir. You want to see? This is simple American lunch that you can do. This is why I always get the wheat bread. Get that light on. Exactly, Vladimir. Now this is why I always use the wheat bread. And may I say, Vladimir, Russian women are some of the most attractive women in the world, okay? Russian women look like freaking supermodels, dude. How you doing, Jamari? I'll call you Hike. How you doing, Hike? Cannot spell that. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. It's my meal. So, I'm only making this for myself, so. Yeah, here we go. That's beautiful. Now that's a quick lunch that you can get. Very quick lunch. We're gonna have some fun. Okay. Here we go. I did it my way. More like a TV show. Hike.
Little excitement in your neighborhood last night. According to the morning paper, another one of the baby murders. What? I keep forgetting. The fact was so read. You just look at pictures. The press called them the baby murders because police can't decide whether they are homicides or heart attacks.
Did you enjoy Russia? Go Whartons. Arley's are a great one. Arley's. Yeah, I probably would enjoy Russia. But the only criticism I have of Russia is your gun laws. God, you have the most strict weapons laws I've ever seen. Some of the most strictest weapons laws. You ban crossbows. For Christ's sakes. What the hell is with that? Yeah. Yes, I would go. I'd take a trip to Russia. Yeah. What is wrong with your weapons laws, man? I tell you. How you doing, hike? Nice pumpkin. It is close to Halloween. Okay. I'm going to make an announcement. I'm going to do a birthday party instead of the Halloween party. A birthday bash. They have changed. Do they still ban crossbows in Russia? All right. Well. Now this episode is an interesting one. It's called Hungry Eyes. It's about a very attractive woman. I mean, this is a blonde, attractive woman in this thing, where she plays a kind of like model that's supernatural. Starting to think she's a vampire. Yeah. She's a very pretty woman. I mean, the 70s. I'll tell you, the 70s did have some very pretty women. I'll tell you that. Oh boy. Well, what is it about, okay, as long as it's registered. That means you got to have a license for it, right? Vladimir. Everything has got to be licensed, including air guns, including like pellet pistols. I've seen like I've heard they banned my Crossman Vigilante, my prize pellet pistol, in Russia. I'm like, what? My hobbies are slingshots, archery, bushcraft, air guns, hiking, camping, hunting. Okay? I'm a mixed bag. Sometimes I like to build things. Hike. That's very true. And in America, I want to say this: you can buy PCP air rifles and pistols with firearm power, shipped to your door. And here's the kicker: they can be shipped to your door, and there's no license or registration. Ain't that nice? Greetings. So true, Backyard Dispatcher. To my British friends out there, and God bless you. I love you, my British brothers. Amen. But I will say this. Your food does not have the most stellar reputation. You know it. You know it, okay? I've been watching videos about British food. You put eggs on... Sorry, no. You put beans on toast. I can understand if you're living in, like, hard times. And there's nothing else. If it's hard times. But you're still doing that. Putting beans on toast. It's freedom. So true, Backyard Dispatcher. Very soon, actually, Nancy. Very, very soon. I got my letter. I'm not going to say what that letter is, but I got it. Amen. God bless him. But yeah, I love you, my British brothers. But at the same time, I'm looking at your food. It don't look tasty. It don't. Well, I wouldn't say that, okay? I have had some great American food. I've had South Carolina barbecue. I'm talking about beef ribs melting off the bone, marinated in sauces that, whoa. I have had South Carolina. I have had, in my state, crab cakes. Oh, they're delicious. And for those who can't have shellfish, I feel sorry for you. But, good. So true, Vladimir. So, American food is not just hamburgers and hot dogs. It's not. We have regional foods that will knock your socks off. Yeah. Your classic. I grew up on biscuits and gravy now. Talking about that sausage gravy. It tastes better than it looks. I'm going to say that. It tastes better than it looks. Biscuits and gravy. Oh, man. You talking about business. What is grits? Grits is a kind of, I think it's an animal byproduct. It's kind of like a lard byproduct. It's turned into a breakfast food. It's great. Good grits is good. Well, to my Vladimir, can you get rid of sweetie pie? We don't allow that kind of crap here. Yeah, the food is good. Well, cornbread. Now, let's talk about something you can't. Cornbread. I love cornbread with my chili. I'm talking chili. My dad used to make some of the best chili. Um, we're talking everything.
He's remained anonymous long enough. I plan to be present at the next shooting session.
Ground corn. Yeah, well, we got cornbread made from cornmeal. Ah, cornbread. I remember I grew up on cornbread and chili with some sour cream. You don't know. You don't know. So, I'm just saying, I'm not saying all British food is bad. I'm not saying that. I haven't tasted British food, but please don't put beans on toast and say that's food. No, that's food. That's depression era food. That's food when that's hard times food. You know, that's food when you ain't got nothing else. You know, that's like I ain't got nothing else food. You know what I mean? You know, I get it. That food came out of near the end of World War II when everything was screwed up. And you had to rebuild everything, and there wasn't a lot of fresh food around. I get that. But do you still gotta eat that stuff? Beans on toast? What the? I mean, uh-oh.
You don't understand, you see. She's a very strange chick.
Alright, we might have a problem. Okie dokie, I'm gonna have to... Alright, we might got that problem. Oh no! It happens sometimes on my phone. Stay in movement. Time to go to the old studio. Sorry about that, people. Might have a problem. Suck that much. All right. I'm having technical difficulties here. Okay. Might be a problem. Okay. I'm having some problems here. Having some technical difficulties. Oh no. Did it again. Well, until I can get some things done. Well, let's talk about some things. Oh boy. Yes, I'm having some technical difficulties here. Very technical difficulties. Shit. Yes, I had to come back up because the stream, the chat froze. That's the reason why the chat froze. It froze on my ass. Didn't like it. It does this sometimes. I hate it. Chat froze, man, I tell you. Yeah. Let's see how I can do to fix this, you know. Sorry about this, people. Technical difficulties. Why it would do that. Oh boy. Okay, we're getting there. Okay. Must have having some problems with the signal or something. I don't know. The chat froze on me. Okay, the chat froze. Well, while we're fixing that, I'll just show this because I can show this on YouTube. I'm gonna do. I'm planning on going out in the woods and doing something with this. Haven't done anything with this in a while. Figured out, you know. This is Here we go. The chat when. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm here. I'm back. Anyway, here we are. I'm back. Technical difficulty. Yes, we had some technical difficulties, but that's fixed. Well, this is my compound bow. No, it's not dial-up, Sean. I don't know. It happens with the Wi-Fi sometimes. I don't know what it is. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes it does. Let's see what I missed. Oh, waffles. Good stuff. Biscuits and gravy. Yeah, grits. Yeah. I live by myself, Sean. I live by myself. I don't know where you think my brother lives with me. Now, my brother has a family, and he lives in a house of his own. Because I'm... so true, Vladimir. Well, this is my compound bow. I'm going to do some more with it. So I'm going to do something with this soon. When I've been planning on doing, going in the woods and shooting this compound bow. So can look forward to that. So, that being said, it's just not everything works out. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. This happens sometimes, and I gotta fix the problem. Yeah. All right, Sean. Well, if you just came in, I was planning on doing like a lunchtime stream. I did have a little lunch. I was going to watch a television show with you, and unfortunately, the system didn't work out. Things don't work out. Steve, I never served. Please don't say that. I respect your thing, but I never served. Yes, I have a flag behind me, but you don't need to be in the service or ever been in the service to be patriotic. Steve. Okay. Let's get down to bone, do the business. Okay. All right. Well, Rocky, how you doing, Rocky? Well, I decided to do it midday, Mimi. I needed an hour, just a little bit of half an hour to groom myself, Mimi, to get my teeth nice and shiny, and to shave up a little bit and groom my goatee. You know how that is. Steve, I never was in the military, Steve. Never was. Yeah. So I don't know where you get off of this. I never was, Steve. Now, I've had family members who served, but not me, okay? Anyway. Well, I know that, but the thing is, I can't make claims of things I've never done. Okay? I've never been in the service. Never. Can't make those claims. Just a backwoods boy is all I am. Well, I'm glad you love this country, but I do love all the people who served, but at the same time, I never served. So, Interesting, Pharaoh. When I mean backwoods, I mean like go ride, like, walking, riding the trails, hunting, fishing, things like that. I decided to have a birthday party this year since I'm turning 45. I like to think so, though, Santos. I like to think so. Oh, that's funny. I didn't get it. Pharaoh. Uh, it's going to be around November. Well, you're a Russian. I knew you'd love that. Maybe a little vodka. Who knows? Well, certainly Dave won't be attending. We're not friends anymore. Well, I'm familiar with Pat Tillman. Great guy. A great service to our country, but I never served. I'm just a patriotic American. That's all I am. I'm just a regular citizen. I'm just an ordinary citizen of America. Interesting, Lucas. Interesting. Well, exactly. I'm straight, Lucas. If you're coming here with that kind of vibe, I think you can go, Lucas. All right. Well. All right. Well, I hate to cut this short. I really do. But I'm expecting company. I didn't expect them to come this soon, but apparently some important business is coming to my door. I didn't want to cut this short, but yeah. By the way, Lucas, for that little slight, you go. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Vladimir. That's right. All right. Well, I'm expecting company. I tell you what I'm going to do. When I'm done with this business, I'm going to do another stream. Okay? Another stream tonight. Right now, I got to handle some business right now. Some important, like running errands kind of business. Yeah, exactly, Mimi. And this person's coming soon, so I gotta go. I'm gonna do another stream in a couple hours. Another stream. I'm sorry I had to cut this one so short, but I had to. Well, hello, Mimi. Very funny, Steve. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be chores. But I got to do it. Things you got to do. Sorry, people. God bless you all. Glory goes to God. I'll be back in 2 hours. I'll be back in 2 hours. Okay?